Alright guys, we are going to do a Lord of the Rings mini bubble. So I'm only going to actually make one of the weapons because I want to mold the handles. And ooh, we got a black one. Oh, it's not a white hand of Sar. Ooh, maybe it's the other axe that we don't have. So I want to make molds of the handles. I've seen some people that have done that, and they've made some really cool looking blades with extras. So I'd like to try some more creative aspects. All right. So, ooh, what did we get? Because this, oh, is this the single axe? Okay, look first. Nope, we got a sword. Oh, I think this is, Nersil. Yeah, it is Nersil. So we have had this one. I think I even have one that's in there that's not open. So, yeah, so just a reminder of all the ones you can get. Not had. We have had the Elven Dagger, we've had Sting, the High Sword, we've had the White Knives, we've not had the Hunting Axe, we've had Narsil, we've had the Double-Headed Axe, the Morgul Knife, and the Uruk-hai Sword. So I will just do one of these. Why is it like, ooh, like it? Interesting. Thought for a second it was like a resin leak, but the resin did not leak. Come on. Forget it. Just slice through the tape. Makes my life easier. So, one thing I have noticed with these ones is I put the glitter into the dye before. It just... Oh, I got some here still, so we'll use that guy. It just, when you do it on the outside of the mold, it stops it from, it takes longer to cure, for starters, which I have had some people, I've seen people post about, and, on our mini things, and I've all told them the same thing, like, that I have it happen, and this, putting the glitter in to the bottle has definitely been a better choice. And I mean, it still ends up looking pretty much the same. Honestly, I find it looks better because it's more unified. But I know, and talking to my dad as well, like that's something that he said, like if you add, the more stuff you add to resin, or if you coat it in something, like the container in something, it does take longer to cure. So this is what I recommend. I mean, do what you like, do you? But this is my preferred choice. So, and of course we need this little nozzle. I'm just gonna shake the stuffing out of it right now. And I did buy these for some of my resin things, and I tell you, they are handy. Alright, So, because I remember doing this, and I remember being so worried that this one was going to be an epic disaster. And it was one of the first ones that came out the best. And you want to make sure, I think I might have an air bubble. Yeah, I got an air bubble. I think I got rid of it. Because I mean, you can only squeeze so long before your fingers die, and these are relatively annoying bottles. So, yeah, there go a bunch of air bubbles. Crud. Okay, so it looks like they're all near the top. So I kind of wish there wasn't this like solid one down the middle so you could see it better. I can't tell if that's just... That doesn't look like an air bubble. Okay. Because I mean, getting the air bubbles really suck. But I mean, they do give you a couple blades, and I have 2 of these that are perfectly formed already, so I'm not overly concerned. But I'd still like it to come out nice. Alright. And then another thing that I've learned with these 2 is, so I usually do, actually when I do these, I usually flip my light over and put it like right over the light. Just because I do find they need like super direct light to cure. Now, the question is, how am I gonna mold? I think this is gonna have to be one that you lay down to mold. Otherwise, you're just not gonna be able to pull it out. Because the handle, the hilt is so... So I don't know if I can get details on both sides. I'm gonna try for it, but we'll see what happens. Because I would love to do like a mini display that has a bunch of weapons. So I'm gonna set this over in my to make a mold of pile. And let's piece this guy together. And I would love to just make an advent calendar with these because the balls are so awesome. That might be another project, but I don't think I've bought enough for a 24-day deal. Oh, I sorted my kids by the Harry Potter things that I made, and I put them in the white mini balls, and they went absolutely crazy. And then they're like, wait a minute, how many of these have you bought? Because they realized they were all mini balls. And I told them, I'm like, you don't want to know how many I have bought? So, I mean, this does say 60 minutes in the sun. Most say 5 to 10, and it's honestly from the glitter. So if you're doing these at home, make sure you do it on a real sunny day. Otherwise, it's gonna have to sit for a little while. But At least they give you like a measuring thing to measure stuff. Unlike some other, the spa ones, I feel like are very vague on how many you put in for measurement. The makeup ones are fantastic. They're very detailed in exactly what you put in to make things. But I've also seen lots of people make little books out of these, and I'm thinking I might. But I'm trying to decide if I want like the instructions on how it's made or just like this and make a book out of all of these little guys. I don't know. It's a thought process. And I also wonder how many of them I'm going to find when I start packing my craft room. Which is going to be the end of the month, so I'll be very sad because for probably a couple months I won't really be able to do any crafting. But it's kind of like the necessary aspect of moving and being an adult. Having to make choices that suck. Alright, I'm gonna just pause the video and give it some more time to cure, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are ready to try the unmasking here. It feels pretty good. One of the ways I check too is when you pull the edges, it should look like it comes away, not sticks. So I'm hoping. So here we go. Oh, I'm always so terrified to pull these out. I love them, but they scare the life out of me. Ha! Another perfected sword. A little tacky. Gonna just throw it under the light to give it an extra hard sheen, but there you go. Another Lord of the Rings sword done. See you in the next video.